Yeah. Just outside the station, an unknown number called my phone. I watched it ring 3 times, then let it disappear on its own. A month ago I called right back and wonder what I missed. Today I slipped it in my pocket and walked into the crowd instead. Then I saw you coming. You caught my eye and raised your hand. Funny how that little moment cleared my head just like that. What was I about to tell you? Lost it when I saw your face. All the things that filled my head last night suddenly took up less space. You started laughing, wouldn't tell me why. Then I was laughing too. Let's catch the later train tonight. I'm not quite done with you. You said you're still not sure about the way you cut your hair. I told you that it suits you. You gave me that suspicious stare. Then somehow you got serious, started talking about next month. I listened while you made your plans and liked where I showed up in them. You said next time so casually, like there'd obviously be one. I try not to make too much of it, but maybe I already had. What was I about to tell you? Guess I don't need it anymore. I'd rather hear you talk about what you've been looking forward to. I'm meant to be the one to ask you when I can see you again, but you named a Saturday first. It caught me off guard instead. That unknown number called again, right when we said goodbye. Before I even checked the screen, your message came through. Had a good time on the first line, then one more underneath. Wouldn't mind next Saturday, simple as it could be. Not the kind of thing you read twice. Still I stayed there looking at it. The other call stopped ringing, and I wrote you back instead. First thing in the morning, an email stopped me cold from the place that turned me down more times than I could count. They wanted another conversation, asked if I still had the time. 6 months ago I'd answer instantly. Now there was something else on my mind. Funny how the thing I wanted finally showed up late. I thought I'd only feel excited, didn't know it'd feel this way. Everything I wanted back then showed up at my door today. I spent so long hoping they'd choose me. Never thought I'd get to choose which one is right, which one is better. Nobody can tell me that. So I closed the message for a while and went to work like any other day. Read it again at lunch, went through every line they sent. Better terms than I remembered, still my pulse barely moved. Then I thought about the work I'm doing, something new I learned last night. Wasn't trying to make comparisons, they just kept crossing my mind. Maybe all the time without it changed more than I knew. Same invitation in my hands, but I'm not the same one reading it. Everything I wanted back then showed up at my door today. All those nights I couldn't sleep suddenly felt far away. Maybe because I wanted it so badly, I couldn't answer casually. On my way home I finally stopped and started writing what I'd say. I'd like to hear more about it. Type the line and paused again. Not a yes and not a no, just enough to meet them there. Everything I wanted back then, I still wanted one more look. Not to step inside my old dream, but to see it as who I've become. After I sent the message, everything went strangely still. Tomorrow didn't have an answer, so I caught my usual train. 10 minutes before the closing, you're still standing by the shelf, holding two almost identical things, comparing them to death. I'm a couple steps behind you, watching this familiar scene. You've asked me the same question at least 3 times already. You asked me which one, then choose the other. Every single time, like clockwork, you're gonna pick that one anyway. Wasn't your mind made up before? Did you really need my opinion? You just laugh when I ask what for. Just wanted to make sure you tell me, but can't wait to please with yourself. Next time you ask me the same thing, I'll probably answer anyway. Right after we pay for everything, you say you might have picked it wrong. I think we're heading back to change it. 5 seconds later, you've moved on. Now we're talking about dinner. You say I can choose tonight. I'm not sure I should believe you, but I give it a try. What do you want? Anything's fine. I need 3 places, you veto all 3. You're gonna choose it anyway, 'cause that's how this always goes. Somehow I end up making choices that somehow turn into yours. But strangely I don't mind it. It's getting kind of fun. Now I try to guess the answer before the question even comes. By the time we're heading home, we're arguing about what to eat. Neither one of us remembers what took so long inside this store. Here we are, the same as always. You decide, I play along. I say tomorrow I'll choose everything. Suddenly you've got nothing to say. You really gonna let me do it? I ask, and then you start to laugh. By the time we're planning tomorrow, we'll probably do it all again. first time I'd seen you in a while. Your hair was longer than before. You asked me if you looked different. I knew it wasn't only that you took forever with the menu, then order what you always do. But somewhere in the way you talked, there were parts of you I never knew. 3 months doesn't sound like much, still there's too much to catch up on. We still laugh at the same moments, but a lot went on while I was gone. What happened while I wasn't there? Feels like we need all night. Every new name that you mention leaves me half a step behind. Then you give me the same look when I start telling you my side. Guess we both got missing chapters and a lot to cover tonight. You quit the job you used to hate, started cooking late at night. Told me 3 months out of order, jumping left and jumping right. I told you that I moved apartments, stayed up watching films till dawn. All the things I never mentioned kept coming out one by one. We lost the thread a dozen times, forgot where every story began. That's one thing that hasn't changed, and we laughed about it again. What happened while I wasn't there? Even all night wouldn't do. Every different side I'm meeting makes me wanna know the new you. And I can tell from how you're listening, I'm not who you remember. 2, 3 months made a lot of distance, more than one night can undo. We checked the time and both went quiet. Couldn't believe how late it got. Let's not wait this long next time. We said it at the same exact spot. What happened while I wasn't there? I haven't heard the half of it. We're already choosing when to meet while starting up another story. Some things changed while we were apart. Somehow our timing never did. Right until we had to leave, we never really stopped talking. Someone in the room next door started learning guitar. Sang 4 bars, then I stumbled back again from the start. At first it got distracting, 3 days later not so much. Soon I get home from work and wonder where the music was if it hadn't begun. Never seen your face, never learned your name. Just one wall between us and a little less mistakes each day. Yesterday you missed that change, tonight you made it clean. I caught myself smiling like I had something to do with it. Never even met you, still how a stranger's progress became part of my evening. Then one night there was nothing, and nothing for a week. Didn't really change my life, still the silence felt strange to me. Late on the 8th night, those familiar chords came back a little faster than before, playing something I had never heard. Guess you're back, I thought to myself. Turn the TV down a little just to hear what happened next. This wasn't the song from last time. changes and went back a bar or two. Never even met you, but I know your habits now. One wall in between us, like the strangest kind of neighbor. After your last chord that night, I gave 2 quiet claps. Everything went silent, then 2 knocks came through the wall. Next night at the usual hour, you started from the top. Maybe it was just my imagination, but you played a little louder. Never seen your face, never learned your name. Still, I guess we said enough. I smiled and turned the TV down again. Spent the whole morning looking for one missing earbud under the couch inside my bag. Even yesterday's clothes, I was almost out the door when your picture hit my phone. There it was, that little white thing sitting on your desk. Don't remember leaving it, not even a clue. You coming by to get it? I thought for half a second I could've waited till tomorrow. Still, I already had my shoes on. Funny how one thing forgotten gave me another reason to come by. Call it an accident if you want to. Honestly, it probably was, but I kinda like the distance getting shorter between us. You opened up the door laughing, said, "How many times is this? A charger, 2 old comic books, and 1 sock neither of us claims." I wasn't shocked I'd left them, I was shocked you kept them all. You said it didn't mean a thing, a little too quickly to sound casual. You handed me the earbud, I said I'd better go. 5 minutes later I was sitting down, talking about something else. I was only staying 5 minutes. Somehow an hour disappeared. The missing things stopped mattering. We were talking about next week, and you opened up the fridge and asked me, "What do you wanna eat tonight?" Before I found a reason to leave, I'd already told you what I liked. At the door I checked my pockets, made sure I had everything. You smiled and said, "That's too bad," then changed the subject way too fast. This time I left nothing behind, brought every little thing back home. Still, by the next afternoon, I was the one who texted first. Once I didn't have an excuse, making one felt like too much work. So I typed, "You free today?" and started walking while I waited. Doorbell rang at 2 in the morning. Thought, who could that possibly be? There you stood with a cardboard box, saying, keep this here for me. I knew asking why would take forever, so I dragged the thing inside. Big black letters across the top said, do not open twice. Of course I wanna know, you knew exactly that. Still you wouldn't tell me, just smiled and left. 4 more hours until morning, that box kept staring back. Couldn't follow what was on TV, couldn't keep my mind on track. Tell somebody not to open something, that's all they gonna wanna do. So I sat there on the sofa, me against that box, till 2. You came back around lunchtime, pointed straight across the room. Tell me you didn't open it with that look you always use. You cut the tape and pulled out an old speaker I recognized. I mentioned once that I wanted one. Guess you remember that night. You saw the look I gave you, looking way too satisfied. Then before I could thank you, you started talking price. Thought it was a present, then you said I owed you half. Give me back those 5 good seconds before you made me laugh. You said come on, it was cheap, while plugging everything in. Then the first low note came through, and neither one of us said a thing. By the time the next song started, we were sitting on the floor. The box I'd obsessed about all night was flattened by the door. Somehow I agreed to half it, still not sure exactly when. You were picking all the music like the thing belonged to you. Almost said whatever, keep it. Caught myself before I did. Next time I'll be the one with secrets, something that'll drive you mad. Just outside the station, an unknown number called my phone. I watched it ring 3 times, then let it disappear on its own. A month ago I called right back and wonder what I missed. Today I slipped it in my pocket and walked into the crowd instead. Then I saw you coming, you caught my eye and raised your hand. Funny how that little moment cleared my head just like that. What was I about to tell you? Lost it when I saw your face. All the things that filled my head last night suddenly took up less space. You started laughing, wouldn't tell me why. Then I was laughing too. Let's catch the later train tonight. I'm not quite done with you. You said you're still not sure about the way you cut your hair. I told you that it suits you. You gave me that suspicious stare. Then somehow you got serious. Started talking about next month. I listened while you made your plans and liked where I showed up in them. You said next time so casually, like did I obviously be one? I tried not to make too much of it, but maybe I already had. What was I about to tell you? Guess I don't need it anymore. I'd rather hear you talk about what you've been looking forward to. I'm meant to be the one to ask when I could see you again, but you named a Saturday first and caught me off guard instead. That unknown number called again, right when we said goodbye. Before I even checked the screen, your message came through. Had a good time on the first line and one more underneath. Wouldn't mind next Saturday, simple as it could be. Not the kind of thing you read twice, still I stay there looking at it. The other call stopped ringing and I wrote you back instead. First thing in the morning, an email stopped me cold from the place that turned me down more times than I could count. They wanted another conversation, asked if I still had the time. 6 months ago I'd answer instantly. Now there was something else on my mind. Funny how the thing I wanted finally showed up late. I thought I'd only feel excited, didn't know it'd feel this way. Everything I wanted back then showed up at my door today. I spent so long hoping they'd choose me. Never thought I'd get to choose which one is right, which one is better. Nobody can tell me that. So I closed the message for a while and went to work like any other day. Read it again at lunch, went through every line they sent. Better terms than I remembered, still my pulse barely moved. Then I thought about the work I'm doing, something new I learned last night. Wasn't trying to make comparisons, they just kept crossing my mind. Maybe all the time without it changed more than I knew. Same invitation in my hands, but I'm not the same one reading it. Everything I wanted back then showed up at my door today. All those nights I couldn't sleep suddenly felt far away. Maybe because I wanted it so badly, I couldn't answer casually. On my way home I finally stopped and started writing what I'd say. I'd like to hear more about it. Type the line and paused again. Not a yes and not a no, just enough to meet them there. Everything I wanted back then, I still wanted one more look. Not to step inside my old dream, but to see it as who I become. After I sent the message, everything went strangely still. Tomorrow didn't have an answer, so I caught my usual train. minutes before they're closing, you're still standing by the shelf, holding two almost identical things, comparing them to death. I'm a couple steps behind you, watching this familiar scene. You've asked me the same question at least 3 times already. You ask me which one, then choose the other. Every single time like clockwork, you're gonna pick that one anyway. Wasn't your mind made up before? Did you really need my opinion? You just laugh when I ask what for. Just wanted to make sure you tell me. Looking way too pleased with yourself. Next time you ask me the same thing, I'll probably answer anyway. Right after we pay for everything, you say you might have picked it wrong. I think we're heading back to change it. 5 seconds later, you've moved on. Now we're talking about dinner. You say I can choose tonight. I'm not sure I should believe you, but I give it a try. What do you want? Anything's fine. I name 3 places. You veto all 3. You're gonna choose it anyway. Guess that's how this always goes. Somehow I end up making choices that somehow turn into yours. But strangely I don't mind, it's getting kinda fun now. I try to guess the answer before the question even comes. By the time we're heading home, we're arguing about what to eat. Neither one of us remembers what took so long inside the store. Here we are, the same as always. You decide, I play along. I say tomorrow, I'll choose everything. Suddenly you've got nothing to say. You really gonna let me do it? Ask, and then you start to laugh. By the time we're planning tomorrow, we'll probably do it all again. Mm-hmm. First time I'd seen you in a while, your hair was longer than before. You asked me if you looked different. I knew it wasn't only that. You took forever with the menu, then ordered what you always do. But somewhere in the way you talked, there were parts of you I never knew. 3 months doesn't sound like much till there's too much to catch up on. We still laugh at the same moments, but a lot went on while I was gone. What happened while I wasn't there? Feels like we'd need all night. Every new name that you mention leaves me half a step behind. Then you give me the same look when I start telling you my side. Guess we both got missing chapters and a lot to cover tonight. You quit the job you used to hate, started cooking late at night. Told me 3 months out of order, jumping left and jumping right. I told you that I moved apartments, stayed up watching films till dawn. All the things I never mentioned kept coming out one by one. We lost the thread a dozen times, forgot where every story began. That's one thing that hasn't changed, and we laughed about it again. What happened while I wasn't there? Even all night wouldn't do. Every different different side I'm meeting. Makes me wanna know the new you. And I can tell from how you listen and I'm not who you remember too. 3 months made a lot of distance, more than one night can undo. We checked the time and both went quiet. Couldn't believe how late it got. Let's not wait this long next time. We said it at the same exact spot. What happened while I wasn't there? I haven't heard the half of it. We're already choosing when to meet while starting up another story. Some things changed while we were apart. Somehow our timing never did, right until we had to leave. We never really stopped talking. Someone in the room next door started learning guitar. Sang 4 bars, then I stumbled back again from the start. At first it got distracted. 3 days later, not so much. Soon I get home from work and wonder where the music was if it hadn't begun. Never seen your face, never learned your name. Just one wall between us and a little less mistakes each day. Yesterday you missed that change. Tonight you made it clean. I caught myself smiling like I had something to do with it. Never even met you, still I know how far you've come. Funny how a stranger's progress became part of my evening. Then one night there was nothing for a week. Didn't really change my life, still the silence felt strange to me. Late on the 8th night, those familiar chords came back a little faster than before, playing something I had never heard. Guess you're back, I thought to myself. Turn the TV down a little, just to hear what happened next. This wasn't the song from last time. Everything sounded new. Still you missed the same kind of changes and went back a bar or two. Never even met you, but I know your habits now. One wall in between us, like the strangest kind of neighbor. After your last chord that night, I gave 2 quiet claps. Everything went silent. Then 2 knocks came through the wall. Next night at the usual hour, you started from the top. Maybe it was just my imagination, but you played a little louder. We said enough. I smiled and turned the TV Spent the whole morning looking for one missing earbud under the couch inside my bag. Even yesterday's clothes, I was almost out the door when your picture hit my phone. There it was, that little white thing sitting on your desk. Don't remember leaving it, not even a clue. You're coming by to get it, I thought for half a second. I could've waited till tomorrow. Still, I already had my shoes on. Funny how one thing forgotten gave me another reason to come back. Call it an accident if you want to. Honestly, it probably was, but I kinda like the distance getting shorter between us. You opened up the door laughing, said, "How many times is this? A charger, 2 old comic books, and 1 sock neither of us claims." I wasn't shocked I left them, I was shocked you kept them all. You said it didn't mean a thing, a little too quickly to sound casual. You handed me the earbud, I said I'd better go. 5 minutes later I was sitting down, talking about something else. I was only staying 5 minutes. Somehow an hour disappeared. The missing things stopped mattering. We were talking about next weekend. You opened up the fridge and asked me, "What do you wanna eat tonight?" Before I found a reason to leave, I'd already told you what I liked. At the door I checked my pockets, made sure I had everything. You smiled and said, "That's too bad," then changed the subject way too fast. This time I left nothing behind, brought every little thing back home. Still, by the next afternoon I was the one who texted first. Once I didn't have an excuse, making one felt like too much work. So I typed you free today and started walking while I waited. Doorbell rang at 2 in the morning. Thought, who could that possibly be? There you stood with a cardboard box, saying, "Keep this here for me." I knew asking why would take forever, so I dragged the thing inside. Big black letters across the top said, "Do not open twice." Of course I wanna know, you knew exactly that. Still you wouldn't tell me, just smiled and left. 4 more hours until morning, that box kept staring back. Couldn't follow what was on TV, couldn't keep my mind on track. Tell somebody not to open something, that's all they're gonna wanna do. So I sat there on the sofa, me against that box till 2. You came back around lunchtime, pointed straight across the room. Tell me you didn't open it, with that look you always use. You cut the tape and pulled I'd mentioned once that I wanted one. Guess you remember that night. You saw the look I gave you, looking way too satisfied. Then before I could thank you, you started talking price. Thought it was a present, but then you said I owed you half. Give me back those 5 good seconds before you made me laugh. You said, come on, it was cheap, while plugging everything in. Then the first low note came through, and neither one of us said a thing. By the time the next song started, we were sitting on the floor. The box I'd obsessed about all night was flattened by the door. Before I did, next time I'll be the one with secrets, something that'll drive you mad.